Kaugnay niyan, makakausap natin ang Assistant to Counsel ng ICC na si Attorney Cristina Conti. Magandang gabi sa iyo, Attorney Conti.
Magandang gabi po.
Attorney, so hot topic nga itong balita na nakita daw si Pangulong Duterte, si FPRRD, na unconscious sa kanyang selda sa ICC at naglabas na rin ng statement itong si Vice President Sara Duterte. Nakausap namin just a while back si Attorney Harry Roque and sabi niya according sa kanyang source ay nahulog na dulas si former President Duterte pero hindi naman daw unconscious. So linawin lang namin ano ba itong sinasabi na nawala ng malay si FPRRD. Ano ba talaga ang nangyari, Attorney?
Naku, hindi ko rin alam dahil wala naman ako sa detention facility at malamang sa malamang hindi ako papayagang bumisita sa kanya. Sa ICC detention facility, sagrado ang pagpayag ng pasyente o kaya ng detenido. Kaya kung ano ang sasabihin niya, kung sino ang tatanggapin niya ng mga bisita, kung ano ang ipapaalam niya sa labas ng publiko, sa kanya dapat manggaling. Ganon ang prinsipyo sa Dutch medical community. And even, alam niyo sa Pilipinas din dapat, yung
Yes.
patient autonomy and confidentiality ay sagrado. Kaya kung ano ang gustong ipakalat na balita o kaya information ng pasyente mismo, yun ang ilalabas. What we are worried about is third parties mentioning anything about the situation which would cause alarm. Ito nga, hindi na nga
Yes.
magkaintindihan. At maski si Secretary Roque, umaamin na hindi naman pala daw, number one, hindi naman daw pala nawala ng malay yung sa information niya. And pangalawa, and this is concerning, he got the information from allegedly someone who saw Duterte or was a health professional related to the care of Duterte. Naku, that is going to be a grave, a serious violation of confidentiality. And in European countries, they have so many experiences with that.
Yes.
And I don't want to put in insinuations, but in the case of Kate Middleton sa UK nga
Oo.
may lumabas lang na chismis na or may tumawag, nag-prank call sa ospital, may sumagot na nurse at nagkwento tungkol sa, ay okay naman siya, ay may masamang kinalabasan. Seryoso ang medical confidentiality.
Attorney, meron kang pinost sa iyong ex account, no? Inyong statement about yung pagsunod sa batas ng Dutch law pagdating sa medical confidentiality. You've said that third persons disclosing the medical condition of a person detained by the ICC must be aware of these strict Dutch laws. Ano po ba ang ibig sabihin nito, Attorney?
Marami silang batas kasi patungkol dito sa medical confidentiality at idadagdag ko ang layer that this is a detained person before the International Criminal Court. Kumbaga mas mahigpit pa nga yung ICC lalo na sa information tungkol sa detenido niya. At kung meron mang opisyal na impormasyon, kukunin natin yan doon sa pahayag ng ICC o kaya kung mapagkakatiwalaan, and I stress on kung mapagkakatiwalaan, yung pronouncements ng either parties, prosecution man or defense. I would hope to see the statements by the family and the defense on record in the ICC para kumbaga sigurado tayo hindi lang ito simpleng propaganda, kundi talagang seryosong matter that has to be addressed by the court. Alam nyo, ang unang-unang magdadasal na okay si Duterte at humaba pa ang buhay niya ay mga biktima para lang matuloy ang trial at makamit nila yung katarungan.
Attorney, sinabi ni Vice President Sara Duterte na hindi raw makatao ang trato ng ICC sa kanyang ama. Ano po ang reaksyon niyo dito?
Well, I would beg to disagree. In my trainings with the ICC, in their statements to us, and according to some media reports, pinapayagan kasi yung media na pumasok at one point doon sa detention facility, they maintain the highest standards of care inside the ICC. Kahit na detention facility siya, may principle na tinatawag na equivalency of care. Kung ano ang ibinibigay ng Dutch government sa kanyang citizen, sa kung sino mang nasa labas, yun din ang ibibigay sa nasa loob. At in-underscore na rin to ng ICC, it's both the physical and the mental situation that is being addressed. And I would even recall from the statement of Kitty Duterte, nung bumibisita daw siya, hanggang ganito pumasok ang isang custodial officer at tinanong, ano po ba ang favorite music ng inyong ama? Para yun ang patutugtugin namin para maka-adjust siya ng mas okay.
Mm.
Kaya I'm pretty sure it's the highest standards of care. It's the highest international standards, not only according to the Mandela standards, but in comparison with all other all other countries or other jurisdictions treatment of prisoners.
Attorney, tama ba ang sinabi ni Vice President Sara Duterte na hindi raw sila sinabihan sa kondisyon ng dating Pangulo? Ano po ba yung tamang protocol pagdating dito?
Okay, I would not be privy to that kung hindi siya sinabihan. Pero ang dapat na protocol ay, first, of course, yung patient has to declassify or kumbaga, to give the signal that this information goes to my proxy or for my next of kin.
Mm-mm.
Okay? Halos kasabay nun, yung information has to get through to his doctors. Okay? So yung doctor ng ICC, nandyan yan all the time. May nursing staff na nandyan. If he needs specialized care, then he would be referred to a Dutch hospital outside of the prison.
Mm.
That kind of care is what is expected to be provided to a regular citizen. Di ba ganun din naman?
Mm-mm.
Una mong tatawagan, doktor mo o kung sinong pinakamalapit. Tapos kung sakaling kailangan mong pumunta ng ospital, padadala ka ng ospital. Ang primarya dito yung pasyente. Hindi yung anak mo o kung sino man na malayo naman at baka posibleng walang magawa.
Mm-mm.
Sa pinaka mismong punto na natumba ka. 'Di ba? Hindi naman yan makakalipad ka agad-agad. So you look for the people who are closest in proximity. And hopefully, the ICC makes it clear how they see to the health of a patient. Kasi sa nakikita namin, meron silang standards. If the Duterte camp says hindi sinunod yung standards, then we're more than welcome to look at these allegations and have them explained before the court.
Ayan nga po yung sinasabi nila Vice President Sara Duterte na hindi sila nasabihan about this accident na nangyari kay FPRRD at pati si Attorney Nicholas Kaufman ay nagsabi rin na hindi na-advise ang legal counsel ni FPRRD. And kanina during our interview with Attorney Harry Roque, na-mention niya na malaking kapabayaan ng ICC facility daw ito at posibleng marami daw tinatago ang ICC tungkol sa sitwasyon ni FPRRD. Is this even possible, Attorney?
Well, it could be possible, no? In the realm of possibilities, posibleng sinasabi nila yan. Pero until I see it in the public record, that's when I would think that it's more than propaganda. Mas importante sa akin na hindi ka dudulog sa court of public opinion, but rather dudulog ka dun sa korte na may kayang gawin dun sa sitwasyon. Sa ICC, inote ko lang kung sa atin kasi sa Pilipinas, parang laging hapit na hapit kapag kukuha ng medical furlough o kaya request for medical check-up. Di ba? Parang ang mga kliyente namin, kailangan way in advance, magpa-file ka. Dito sa ICC, hindi naman ganun metikuloso. So kung merong nangyari kay Duterte, pwede siyang ilabas without, lalo na kung emergency, without a court order or without hearings and motion hearings on this matter, kasi the ICC has to ensure that he is okay. I look forward to next week when these allegations are presented before the court and the ICC detention facility answers and explains ano ba talagang nangyari, and when the court actually conducts an inquiry if it is so serious that it merits a factual inquiry. Sino ba talagang nagsasabi ng totoo?
Attorney, now that you've mentioned propaganda, napakaraming kumakalat na fake news at disinformation sa social media. And in your statement, the statement that you posted on your X account yesterday, you seem to address this issue and you said, and I quote, "Know that fake news and disinformation can backfire on your cause. Don't be the hammer that drives the nail home or closes the door shut." What did you mean by this, Attorney?
Well, there are two pending motions or requests by the defense which talk about or deal with the health situation of the former president. It's interim release and sorry about that. It's interim release and the indefinite adjournment or indefinite postponement or adjournment request. And they talk about they want to know about the situation of Duterte because they're claiming he is unfit to stand trial. And that clearly um, impacts on, kumbaga, ano ba yung medical situation niya. So, ingat lang kasi isipin nyo if the court says that prone to disinformation pala to the next time, and whatever decision, the next time they claim something before the court, the boy who cried wolf. How can the court rely on information that has been discredited? Or how can the court rely on information that is apparently not based on direct sources or not from quote-unquote clean sources? I'm worried that someone outside of the family, outside of the legal team even, has access to the health professionals taking care of Duterte. Yung provisions, yung protocols in place to safeguard yung medical confidentiality is a protection for the patient, not for everybody else. It's for the patient. Kaya sana sundin na lang po natin.
All right, thank you for your time. Assistant to Counsel ng ICC, Attorney Cristina Conti.